My name is Nick Sherwood. I'm a finance major here at Georgia Southern, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about innovation in financial technology. More specifically, how technology has impacted the financial service industry. This topic interests me because I hope to one day be a financial advisor myself. But first, I would like to give you guys some background information regarding the financial service industry. The industry is currently going through massive changes regarding their access to the public and efficiency. On one hand, you have these established financial service companies that require the client to already own stocks, have a certain amount of assets, anything you own, which is your car, your house, etc. And then on top of that, charge a fee. You look to the left, you'll see Jordan Belfort or the Wolf of Wall Street. In the movie, he was a stockbroker, which is one type of financial advisor. These financial advisors usually are more of for people who already have assets, a diverse investing portfolio. Most people not like us, mostly not college kids. On the other hand, you have a new investing strategy referred to as robo-advisors. Now, I know this term could be pretty alarming, especially if you've seen the movie I, Robot. But in reality, these robo-advisors are just investing companies that operate online like E-Trade. So easy a baby could do it. Now, I know what most of you are probably thinking. So what? How does this affect me? How does this affect the Georgia Southern community? First off, no matter what job or career path you take, being aware of your current financial situation is critical. Understanding finance at a young age puts you at an advantage later down the road when you will be dealing with a bigger financial budget and dealing with retirement and trying to put your own children through college. Whether or not you realize it, financial companies have already started targeting millennials, especially college students that are graduating with student loan debts. That sound familiar? An article I read by Dr. Neil Cutler highlighted that while better educated, millennials have lower earnings and are more likely to be in poverty than any previous generation. If that doesn't get your attention, I don't know what will. With that being said, you would think most millennials are probably looking to seek financial help, right? That's false. In the same article by Dr. Cutler, a survey conducted asked millennials, have you ever discussed your retirement planning needs with a professional advisor or financial planner? 53% of those asked replied no. If not, why not? From the follow-up question came three different responses. 59% used their personal confidence as an answer, with 19% not worried about money. Now, I'm not trying to scare people who haven't talked to an advisor. I myself haven't either. But what I am trying to point out is that our generation would rather make their own decisions regarding finances than have someone tell them what to do who is just trying to take their money. Now, this brings us to the part of the presentation where we dive into new technologies in the financial industry. If you are one of the people that would also rather have more control of your finances, then using robo-advisors may suit you better than talking to a financial advisor. But how does this technology work? Investment companies for years have been trying to appeal to mass audiences, and this technology helps them do just that. Jesse McWaters from WorldEconomicForum.com gives the simplest distinction between the two methods. While customers must forego the in-person attention of a dedicated advisor, they receive many of the services they would offer at a fraction of the cost and without needing to have the $100,000 in investable assets typically required. What makes this technology so revolutionary is that it's connecting lenders to borrowers like never before. For example, say you wanted to invest in a startup business. These platforms would let you browse an entire market of startup businesses looking for investment. Another interesting way they work is by computing data strategically. For example, an app called Friendly Score analyzes people's social networks profiles patterns to see their interactions to give lenders additional information on whether or not to give them a loan. So be careful what you advertise on social media because you never know who's watching. Now that I've given you the differences between these two options, I would like to explore how these two methods are working together and what financial planners think of this technology. In an article I read by Rafael Brez, he reports that companies that have adapted to what he calls multi-tenant cloud applications, which is just a fancy term for robo-advising, have achieved 30 to 50% cost savings over 5 years. He goes on to explain that these robo-advisors are easier and faster, resulting in lower costs and higher adoption of innovation. My question is, if these robo-advisors are so great, why do financial planners still exist? A roundtable discussion moderated by Michael Kitces asked current financial planners what they think of the term robo-advisors. While some of them had a difference in defining the term, what they all seemed to agree on was how they felt they shouldn't be called advisors at all. A participant of the debate, Walia Hardeep, a certified financial planner, made the comment that, quote, "Advice is a very specific term, and I think that it is disingenuous to say you're getting advice. What you're getting is a smart allocation model and some reporting that keeps you up to date." End quote. What he is saying in this remark is that he feels that these platforms don't give genuine advice, rather, they compute data using an algorithm to address the mass clients. What most of them said was that they valued the human relationship between advisor and client and unanimously felt their advice would help a client more than a computer based on the relationship between the advisor and client. Another participant of the debate, Steve Lokshin, makes the analogy that they work together like chocolate and vanilla and stresses that the industry can take off if both technology and current financial planners work together. But how exactly would they boost the financial service industry? In an article written by Leslie Kramer, she explains that since technology can help investors in making decisions and choosing what specific funds to invest in, financial advisors are using the same information to apply to their field and making their clients the most money possible. Kramer uses the example of the company Betterment and how it launched an automation technology, Betterment Institutional. This technology was designed to help advisors use investment technology tools to increase their business while freeing up time for them to be spending with clients. My goal of this presentation was not to persuade you into either investing option, but to inform you of the innovation taking place in the financial sector today, and hope that you will be aware of certain investment methods. As college students, we understand what it's like to live in poverty, or at least our version of poverty. As we get older, we will have financial burdens, and most of us will stress about money. My hope is that with this presentation, I was able to help you and guide you towards certain investment strategies that you may use in the future, if not, use them right now. I know personally I have not invested a single penny, but in the future I plan to. And conducting this research alone, I have learned so much about my discipline and just how investing works in general. I hope I was able to do the same for you. Thank you for listening to my presentation.